All right, guys, we went to the Mid-Atlantic equipment auction up in Harrington, Delaware, and we picked this gem up. Yeah, where should I start? The front here, something definitely whacked at. Those are bent. The wiring is good. All the lights work. All the welds are broke on the expanded metal. It had a title, and like I say, all the lights work. Some of these pockets were wrinkled up pretty good. That's why I have the bar, and I had a hammer and some other tools out. We were trying to straighten them pockets out, get the wrinkles out of them, as well as the fenders. They were bent, bowed, and everything else. So we got them straightened out good enough. The gates, yeah, they're tore up pretty good as well. Just about every weld on it is broken. So we need to put some attention into those legs. The bars are wore right out, and the back of the trailer is bent. So I think I can take that first section of wood off, just back it into a tree, and bend that back in. It doesn't show up on camera very well, but that is actually pulled back and laying back. So that's going to need some attention. But yeah, it's got 3 different rims. All the tires are the same, so the gentleman must have put new tires on it, but all of the rims are a little different. So what we're going to do tonight, we're just going to pull it in the garage, and we're going to take all those DOT decals off, all the other decals off, and get started on getting it repainted, and that'll be the first step. But for the price I paid, I almost paid as much for this trailer as I did for that panel hitch at Tractor Supply. Yeah, guys, I got this at a really good price, so I don't mind dropping a couple $100 into it for paint, decals, and some new boards. Let's get started. All right, guys, we stripped all the decals off of this thing, and I tried to straighten these fenders out, but man, there is not much left of them. So we'll go around the other side because I wanted to try a color to see what it would look like. And after I sprayed it, I just half-ass sprayed it, but that is the same colored gray that I have on the roll cage of the case skid steer, and I just half-assed it. You can see there's still glue from the DOT stickers, but tonight we're gonna work on one more thing. When a redneck breaks out a chainsaw, you know something's about to go down. We're getting ready to decommission this trailer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in between the slats and cut with the chainsaw, and then bust each board out individually between the slats. So that's what we're going to do. We'll set the camera up here on the truck and let you see what we're doing. Here we go. It's on like Donkey Kong. Here we go. BYH, bring your own hammer. BYOH. All right, before the sun goes down and we have shade over here, just wanted to show you a couple of things here. If you guys own an older PJ trailer, be aware of this. So up in the front here, under the deck, they have a tray, and that tray is designed to hold the wiring, but by holding the wiring, it also holds all of the dirt. Now the front wasn't bad, and we'll just scan down through here. I have all the bolts that haven't broken off. I need to break them off, but I want to make sure I can chase them down. You can see we got quite a bit of rust underneath here, so I'm going to address that. This side is not bad. I say that, but yeah, we're going to address all this before we paint it. So now let's go back here. This is what I really want to show you guys. Yeah, that tray in the back is for all the wires, but as you can see, it is filled to the top with dirt. The wiring is under the dirt. So if you guys have an old PJ trailer, you may want to go underneath that thing and just start drilling holes and flushing water, because if you have any kind of dirt built up in there, I mean, you can see that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. And I'm not worried about this because all this wiring is going to come out of here. She's going to get all new lights. But yeah, we're going to put some more years back into this trailer. Let's go over here to this side and we'll take a look. This is the piece of metal that went across where the two boards, the bottom boards ended and the top boards ended. That was just a cover for that. And I will tell this, that's a pretty neat idea there until you have to get it back off. They actually dropped some flat steel down and welded it in the middle. So one was welded there, over there, and I believe there was one welded here as well. So my girls want to be on camera too. Yeah, that's a good idea, but we're going to do that a little different as well. I think we're going to take a piece of flat steel and run it down and under. You know, we'll pull it down tight and then kind of beat that lip underneath the channel. Instead of welding it, maybe we'll put a bolt through it or one of these self-tapping screws. But yeah, this side here, I know I'm going to be working right in my own shadow. Man, that's not terrible, but we definitely want to take care of this issue. And now I'm wondering if I need to break out the sandblaster or if I can get in here with a wire wheel and work that out. The cross members look really good, except for that tray there. I'm not happy with that tray. So yeah, we got all the decking off last night with the help of my neighbor Kyle. Appreciate his help. Probably wouldn't have got as far as I did without him. And now we got a pile of wood back there by the burning barrel. Here's some live action. We're going to get that lit, and tonight we're going to work on getting the fenders off and getting the ramps off. The fenders are bolt-on fenders. You can see there's two bolts right here as well as on the back, and the gentleman that had it before me put a real nice piece of angle on here and welded the shit out of it like he didn't want them to fall off. So we're gonna have to cut all that weld. We're gonna leave the angle on the trailer because I'll probably weld the new fenders. I'm gonna get new fenders. We're gonna weld the new fenders right back to the angle that he had on here. So oh boy, here we go. I just told you I need to unhook it from my truck first. Blow every damn breaker in my truck because of myself. Whew, there's step one. You know, it's okay to be destructive as long as you know how to be reconstructive. I may have to cut that. Yes, I do. Well, not sure when you guys fell off the tire there, but let me show you a close-up of what I'm doing. I'm just taking this scraper and scraping the dirt out the light holes. I guess they're not light holes right now, they're dirt holes. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, just trying to get all this stuff cleaned out. Because when I power wash, I don't want to turn it into mud on my face. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Good stuff. Here we go. All right, guys, we went from the outside to the inside. We degreased it, we power washed it, we hit it with a flapper disc, and we hit it with a wire wheel, as well as a scraper. We got most of the scaling off of it, I shouldn't say scaling, it's all of the powder coat paint that is peeling. I believe we have a little more sanding to do, but we're pretty happy with what we got so far. We put quite a bit of effort into it this evening outside. And now we have this on the front stand as well as 2 jack stands on the back. And we're going to start throwing some rusty metal primer on this thing. We did run this up against a tree and we hooked a chain to it to come along. I put a block in between one side and pulled on the other side to try to get it straight. It still kind of dives in, comes out, and dives back in. But man, I'm tickled with that compared to what it was, because before it was laying out, now at least it's straight up and down. But yeah, this powder coat is quite the mess. We just took the wheels off. The bearings seem okay. This one is a little tight. You can turn it, but it does not want to turn on its own. This one turns a little bit, but it is tight as well. So we're going to pull those hubs off, check the brakes, as well as adjust the bearings, make sure they have good grease in them and their cages aren't wore. These spin like they're free. So yeah, that one spins good and that one spins good. So the next step is going to just be clean this up a little more, hit it with the air, and get the paintbrush out. All right, guys, got a little more progress done on the trailer. As you can see, we got some primer on it. We rolled the top of the channel and we rolled the flat surface of the channel all the way across. We did this half and then went over there and did the other half. And we also rolled the outside of the trailer. Once we got the outside and everything that I could roll easily with a small roller and a roller pan, then we went ahead and got some spray cans of rusty metal primer. We got the creeper and we went underneath and we shot up against the bottom of the concave portion of the channel. And then we shot the upper half of the frame rail, and then we shot the concave area of the channel. And you can kind of see that as I walked up through. Half of it is primed, the other half is not, because I basically worked this way, and next time I go in under, I'll start at the front and go that way and paint the inside of that frame rail over there. Come around this side, you can see everything's been painted down inside here, And everything has been primed along that side there as well. I don't think that I am going to paint all of these cross members black. I believe the only thing that I am going to paint is what is visible to the naked eye, which is the outer frame rail, the fenders, the front, and maybe the axle. I'm not sure if you can, I'm pretty sure you can see that. So anything that you cannot see, it's only going to be primered. It is not going to be finished black.